President John Dramani Mahama has announced that Ghana's transition from the IMF bailout program into a policy coordination instrument (PCI) framework will create room for major investments in key sectors, with commercial agriculture in the northern region expected to receive significant attention. According to him, the conclusion of the IMF program marks a new phase in Ghana's economic recovery strategy, allowing government to dedicate up to 1% of gross domestic product (GDP) to strategic growth sectors. Speaking at the presidency during a courtesy call by the Northern Regional House of Chiefs, President Mahama said commercial agriculture has been identified as one of the priority areas under the new policy framework due to its potential to drive job creation, industrialization, and food security. He noted that the northern region, with its vast arable lands, is well positioned to host large-scale agricultural projects and agro-industrial investments.
We all know when we were growing up that Head of State Ike Achampong came to the northern region on an inspection tour, and he gave the northern region the title of the granary of Ghana, because food production and commercial agriculture and agro-processing was the highest in the northern region. All of us growing up knew Mensilo Rice Factory, we knew the vegetable oil mills, we knew the Tiger Pito Factory, we knew the Nasia Rice Factory and all that. And these all contributed to food security in Ghana. And so we want to capture that vision again. And one of the major investments we're going to make in the program that is taking over from the extended credit facility that has just ended today. And today you've come at a very auspicious occasion because we've concluded the IMF program. And we're moving into the policy coordinating instruments. And in the policy coordinating instrument, we're creating space for the investment of 1% of GDP in key areas. And one of the areas that has been identified is commercial agriculture. And the northern region has vast arable lands to host large-scale agriculture. And so northern region will be one of the main beneficiaries, including agro-processing and agribusiness.
President John Dramani Mahama has directed the Ministry of Local Government to establish a framework that will enable traditional rulers and district assemblies to jointly monitor government development projects across the country. According to the President, the initiative is aimed at strengthening transparency, accountability, and effective delivery of critical infrastructure projects in various communities across the country.
Your proposals for joint monitoring of development projects is particularly important. One of the greatest frustrations of our people is the gap between projects that are announced and projects that are completed, between funds allocated and value delivered. If chiefs and community leaders become active partners in monitoring mechanisms, monitoring implementation, we will significantly improve transparency, accountability, and quality assurance. And I'm sure that this is something we can work on together with the local administration, that is the district assemblies, that traditional rulers and district assemblies together occasionally meet to review the progress of work on development programs within your traditional areas and within the district. I'm therefore directing the Minister for Local Government, and the Minister is here, to create a framework where traditional rulers and district assemblies can meet occasionally to review the progress of work on critical infrastructure that government is undertaking in your various traditional areas and districts. There should be regular coordination meetings, project monitoring mechanisms where the district assemblies, district chief executives, and the traditional rulers physically go to the site of development projects to review the state of work and monitor the progress.